Welcome back to another video, and today in this one I performed an oil change on a 2024 Ram 1500 5.7 E-Torque, which is a little different compared to the other ones due to the engineering. As you can see, I'm looking down there. That's where the oil filter is. Starting off, you always want to undo your oil cap. As you can see, I'm doing right here. It just allows it to all go down because it gets rid of the airlock when you undo it. So it allows the oil to all come out easily. And I go ahead and put up the dipstick as well. Moving on to the tools, you're going to need a 3/8 ratchet with a 13mm socket on it and deep socket so you can get to the drain bolt. You'll see why. And then also a torque wrench for torquing the drain bolt back so it's not leaking. And then your oil filter tool to undo the oil filter. And I also got some shop towels, and just in case anything happens. And then this bag is going to come in clutch in the future. You'll see why. That is pretty much it. I also do end up mentioning that I am going to need some brake clean, as you can see here. That's to clean up the messes from the oil, because due to the engineering on this vehicle, the oil just gets on the sway bar no matter what. Alright, so now you're going to take your 13mm on your ratchet and have your drain pan under it and just crack it loose, and then you should be good there. Now, as you can see, that some oil does just drip on that sway bar like I said earlier. And right here I'm just explaining that the brake clean, you can just spray it down a little bit and then wipe it off and it'll look brand new. Now you're going to take your drain bolt, put it back in, and the torque is going to be 25 foot-pounds. Now I'm just spraying off all of that oil that got on the sway bar with some brake clean. Then I'm going to wipe it down and it's going to look pretty good. So now, as you can see, there's the oil filter. It's right above the rack and pinion, and I ended up swapping it and using these claws. I feel like they were the best in this situation. And so now you're going to take that bag that I mentioned earlier, as you can see here now, and you're just slowly going to crack it loose with whatever oil filter tool you got, and then just slowly loosen it and put the bag back in its spot, and then slowly loosen the filter and put the bag back in its spot, and just continue that until it is off. Also, just make sure your drain pan is still there just in case you do end up spilling some oil. Okay, so now as you can see, I got the oil filter off in the bag successfully with all the oil, and I'm pulling it down and no mess. So this is what the end result should look like, and as you can see, once again, no mess. Okay, moving on to your new oil filter, you're going to want to lubricate the top of it so it's able to tighten on all the way. Now once you get it on there, you're just going to want to tighten it, and only hand tight. That is a key word. Make sure it's just hand tight. Obviously you want to tighten it the most you probably can with your hand, but not too much. But that should be good right there. Once again, it does not hurt to use some brake clean to clear up all the mess in case there is a mess. I just sprayed it here just in case so I can just make it more clean and to act like I was never there, which is always the goal when working on stuff. Alright, looking back under the hood, you're going to want to top off your oil. This truck takes 7 quarts of oil. It can be 5W20 and some take OW20, so just make sure which one it is. Honestly, 5W20 is good no matter what, because with these motors they do tend to have bad lifters and bearings, so the little thicker bit of oil can help in the long run with the motor. Unless you live in a very cold state, then I recommend getting OW20 oil if that is what the truck takes. Okay, so now I filled up the truck and I wiped down all my area once again with some brake clean, make it look really good. And if you did find this video helpful, I highly would appreciate it if you like, subscribe, share, comment. It would help me in the long run, but thank you for watching. Have a good one.